Donald Trump is the head of an extremely dangerous cult. Let's talk about it. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Romano Report. Now, yesterday, I showed you a clip of one of Donald Trump's recent hate rallies. This one was in Indiana, Pennsylvania. And I hadn't planned on discussing this again, but this particular clip has really sat with me. It's really stuck with me, and it's bothered me, and I've thought quite a bit about it. And I want to play it for you here, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. Now, when you watch this clip, it's short. When you watch it, pay particular attention to the crowd.
Do you think Springfield will ever be the same? I don't think. The fact is, and I'll say it now, you have to get him the hell out. You have to get him out. I'm sorry. To get him out. Can't have it. Can't have it. They've destroyed it.
You know, these Trump rallies are becoming increasingly indistinguishable from Klan rallies. This is nothing but pure hate. And there's so much hate in these Trump rallies. Hatred for so many different groups of Americans and legal immigrants. In this particular clip, Donald Trump is talking about the Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, whom he has slandered so viciously with his lies about them being here illegally, about them being criminals, about them stealing and eating people's pets. And the most disgusting thing for me about this is the crowd. Look, Donald Trump, we all know about this guy. He is a loathsome scumbag beyond my ability to fully articulate. I mean, this is one of the worst human beings I believe that has ever lived. He is a horrible, wretched figure, a disgusting piece of humanity. He brings out the absolute worst in people and gives them permission to be the absolute worst versions of themselves and to unleash their hate on other people. This is pure evil. What Donald Trump does, how Donald Trump behaves, what Donald Trump has done to this country. But he's one person. He would be absolutely nothing without his cult following. If it wasn't for these people, like those people in the audience there, in the crowd, chanting, "Send them back," over and over again. Without those people, Donald Trump would just be a crazy, deranged friggin' lunatic muttering to himself, on his golden toilet, scarfing down cheeseburgers, by himself. He's nothing without these people. He couldn't do any damage to this country without these people. These people are the real problem. These people are what give him his power. And what are these people capable of? That's the thing. That's what's really scary about all this. I used to wonder, and a lot of people used to wonder, how could the people of 1930s Germany go along with all of that? Because this wasn't some crazy backwater third world tribal country. Germany was was an advanced, industrialized society. How could those educated people allow themselves to become that? Allow what happened in their country in the 30s and 40s happen? How could they allow that to happen and go along with it and cheer it? It's because of what the human species is. We like to think how, we're so advanced, we're so evolved. We're animals. And it's amazing how quickly and easily, when a charismatic demagogue comes along, that person can so quickly take huge groups of people and appeal to their most base animal instincts, tribalism, hatred of those outside the tribe, to get these people to be capable of such unspeakable evil. Okay, that's what happened in Germany. And we are not immune from that happening here. It's happening here. In Germany, it didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process. It was a ratcheting effect. It got worse and worse and worse. That is exactly what you're seeing happening in this country. We didn't get here overnight. What has happened to the Republican Party, how it has devolved into an increasingly insane, animalistic hatred. What the Republican Party is today, it wasn't this bad a year ago, 2 years ago, 2015, when Donald Trump came down that golden escalator. It has allowed itself to be taken over by this man, whipped up into a frenzy by this man. They have allowed their hatred to take over every aspect of their lives. It has completely taken over the Republican Party. And it has co-opted people. People weren't always like this. Okay, they not all of them were. I mean, how many people? You may have people in your own life, but how many people have you talked to that, oh my God, I never knew my friends were like that. My parents are such good people, and now they're all in on this. People have been changed. Anyway, the cult that surrounds Trump, that's the real danger. And that is going to far outlive Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not going to be around much longer, one way or the other. Okay? He's almost 79 years old. Unhealthy lifestyle. I mean, I don't know how he's alive now, to be honest with you. Much younger, much seemingly more healthy people have kicked off a lot earlier than this guy. Maybe the evil gives him superpower. I don't know. But whenever it is that he leaves this earthly scene and goes to the fiery place which surely awaits him, this cult is going to remain. They're not just going to go back to being the normal Republican Party of, that nominated Mitt Romney in 2012. This party is forever changed. These people are forever changed. And in not in a good way. And look at these people in that video chanting, "Send them back. Send them back." What else can you imagine these people saying? Would it be hard to imagine these people chanting, "Round them up, round them up"? We've already heard them say, "Lock her up." It could easily be "lock them up." Lock them up. Talking about groups of people. And they will turn on whichever group of people Donald Trump wants them to turn on. Right now, it's these poor Haitian immigrants. I mean, these people fled horrific conditions to come here. They came here legally. You don't like the process by which the law allowed them to come here? Well, then fine. You can change the law. But they came here legally. These people have had difficult lives. They come here to the United States of America and they're treated like this? Right now, Donald Trump is just talking about sending them back. What if he decides to round them up and lock them up? You know damn well this crowd would go right along with that. You think they'd say, oh, that's a little too far. No, of course not. They go from send them back to round them up to lock them up. What else would they go to? Maybe kill them all? Maybe, what else could they say? Hang Mike Pence? Oh yeah, we've already heard that one. What else can we imagine the cult that surrounds Donald Trump saying? I don't think you should put a limit on your imagination as to how bad it could get. Because we have learned now, and we should have known, people should have known this. I mean, I didn't think it ever would happen. I knew it could happen here because the American people, on a human level, we're no different than the people of 1930s and 1940s Germany. We're human beings. We're no different. So I knew it could happen here. I just didn't think it ever would. Not in my lifetime happen here. But it's happening. And I'm sick and freaking tired of being told we can't look back to what happened in Germany and in any way compare it to what's going on here. Why? Why not? We got to wait until it's too late? Is that when we're allowed to talk about it and point out the obvious? When it's too late? When Donald Trump has built concentration camps? I'm not saying he would do that. But I am saying that if he did do it, that those people chanting send them back in that hate rally in Pennsylvania, they would cheer him on. And you know what else I know? I know that he would be completely immune from prosecution for it. Because the Supreme Court has told us that. So when are we going to talk seriously about this? No, obviously we're not going to. Maybe if one day there are concentration camps. Maybe if Donald Trump fires up his own ovens. Maybe then we could talk about it. But by then people will be too afraid to talk about it. Right? For fear of being put in that oven themselves. So the answer is we'll never talk about it. Or not enough of us will. It's happening right before our eyes, people. And we treat him like this is just another normal candidacy. You turn on the media, you watch TV, you would think he's just a normal candidate, the way they cover him. You think most Americans saw that hate rally? Oh, sure, people on Newsmax and Fox News did. But guess what? They're part of that group. You think normal Americans who don't really pay attention to politics think they're going to be shown that rally? And do you think they'll put it in proper perspective? And do you think they have any appreciation for history? Most of the blithering idiots in this country can't even name the 3 branches of government. You think they know what happened in 1930s Germany? Shit, no. And there's no education happening. No one's being educated about anything. And what's the old trope about history? If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. Well, what the hell is going on right now, my friends? It's repeating. Maybe not exactly the way it did then. Who was it that said that history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes? It's not exactly what's going on, but it sure as hell rhymes. It's sure damn well pretty close. There's a lot of patterns here that are remarkably similar, and in a lot of ways more than just similar. Shockingly the same. And we're not at the end of this ride yet. We know how that 1930s Germany ride ended. We're still on the ride. We don't know how this ends. But I tell you one thing, if people don't get serious and vote the right way and defeat Donald Trump and elect Kamala Harris, we're going to ride this ride till the end. And we're all going to find out where it goes. And nobody's going to like it. Not even those fools in the crowd cheering along for that would-be dictator. I'm going to be talking more about this. I'll cover the things I normally cover, but man, we've got to put this stuff in perspective. This isn't a normal election. What's going on in this country isn't normal politics. The Republican Party isn't a normal political party. It bears no resemblance to the party that I was a part of not that long ago. It went from being normal political party to authoritarian, fascist, damn near bordering on homicidal cult. We already saw them beat police officers near to death in service of their cult leader. And we just act like nothing to see here. This is just normal politics. We just see the polls and the news, and this isn't normal. And if you're not deathly afraid of what the future for America is if Donald Trump is reelected, you should be. All right, I got to get going. I thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give this video a thumbs up. Help me reach as many people as possible. Talk to you again soon.